everybody. I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia. Hello.
I'm Jeremy Howard.
Who is Jeremy Howard?
Oh my gosh.
Who? Hey, tell us a little bit about where would people find you on the internet?
So I do contribute to Man vs. Meeple. I don't know, some people know me as that. Jambalaya Plays Games. I also am on Facebook everywhere and social media. I'm sure you've seen my live show for Solo Sundays. I'm pretty much everywhere. So.
He used to be on crowd surfing.
Yes, I used to be on crowd surfing back in the day, and I'm happy to be here, so thank you for having me.
And he's going to be here later on today when we talk about our top 10 adventure games, and then you'll see him in a couple weeks talking about games we hate.
Oh boy, I'm sorry. That's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for me.
I find it pretty easy myself.
Yeah.
But
That list definitely came along way more easily than the other one.
Yeah.
this is episode 49. Next time is 50. That's exciting.
We got to do something special for that.
Sure, we'll do something special now. We have a contest here. So many people were very saddened by the fact that Tabletop Day has pretty much withered away till nothing. I mean, that's really the truth of it. But a bunch of stores got together and started Board Game Expo. Board Game Expo, it's BGX, BoardGameExpo.com, you can find us out. They're launching this across America, and they're going to be giving out games that you get there for the first time, like Cosmic Encounter Duel, which I haven't played, but I hear it's good. Are You a Robot? Deep Vent, Santa Monica, which is pretty fun, from AEG. And anyway, all the games, and you have to go to their website to find them out. We're going to give away one copy of all of them. All you have to do is email us at contest@dicetower.com and put BG Expo as the subject line, and in the body, tell us a game you hate. I'm staying on theme?
Hurt.
Okay. And then we're going to announce the winner around Monday or so. So you have a few days to do this, even if you're not watching live. But be careful. Sometimes these contests will happen in the episode itself. So anyway, check it out. There might be, you can go look for the stores near you. This year is kind of a pilot program, so it's going to be, I think, 100 stores max across America. But then if it works well, they'll do more as time goes by.
That's really cool.
I hope
That's cool.
this goes well, because it was disappointing to me at Tabletop Day kind of,
It fizzled, yeah.
you know, there
Cool.
just wasn't anything near the end. Well, that's all the intro stuff. It's time to talk about the news. And with Gamma going on this week, there's a
A
lot.
lot of news.
Alrighty, like we said, Gamma is going on, the Game and Manufacturer Association trade show. Now, there's a lot of people who aren't there this week. It's kind of in flux, a lot of things going on, but there's still announcements being made all over the place.
Yep.
We have some folks there who sent us back some news, so here we go. New York Zoo. This is from Uwe Rosenberg, and it has polyominoes. Yes, I know it's not polynomial. I was a math teacher.
Fresh.
Exploring new areas of game design, I see. Mostly in that flamingo wearing leg warmers or something.
After doing all the seasons, he had one more.
In this game, 1 to 5 players are filling their personal player board with enclosures and populating them with penguins, Arctic foxes, meerkats, kangaroos, and flamingos. And those are the animals we most want to see at the zoo.
Yeah.
When I go to the zoo, I'm like, where are the flamingos?
Where are the Arctic foxes at?
Where's the lions and tigers and bears?
Oh, my.
All right.
I have some hope, though. I'm looking at all these kind of shapes that are on there and how they score, so I'm gonna have some
Actually,
hope.
I'm actually very interested in this
this one looks
because
a little bit different, though.
I like animals. I like the
Yeah.
zoo theme.
Gosh, I'm a sucker for
Capstone
animals,
Games.
too. That's actually a new direction for Capstone, by the way, too. Yeah.
Capstone's on the ball.
Yeah,
lately.
they are on
Their
the ball.
games,
So that- I'm
whether
in
you
it.
like them or not, their
Right.
production values
I'm in
are
on it.
top
So,
notch. So speaking of things people like, Munchkin, U.S. Aptly or the Op. See, now I told you the logo says the Op, and underneath it says
Says
USA
US
Aptly. So they can't decide which name they want, I guess,
Okay.
or it's both.
Okay.
Anyway, they are making Munchkin Critical Role. So Critical Role is a YouTube show about role playing, and this is the first one, I think. Is this the first board game? No, they did the Clank Acquisitions Incorporated.
Right.
Okay.
So this is,
I'm assuming this is a prototype cover, too. I mean, this
Yeah,
is
this-
I
fine.
sure hope
Wow.
so. It's going to be available in several countries. It doesn't say when it's coming out here, but they haven't even, no designer or artist has been announced for the game at this point. Well,
Or game.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a full announcement.
It's really more like an idea that they might do.
that's interesting. Maybe we'll see Munchkin at Dice Tower. I feel like that may never happen. Alrighty. Truffle Shuffle. which really should be about the Goonies. I feel. I remember this was announced like a year ago. This is like the first time I'm seeing the game. It's from AEG, and again, at this point in time, AEG has my full attention because they really put a lot of effort into their games.
I'm gonna move my attention to the other games on AEG because that one does not look just right away. I'm like,
It's about
no,
chocolate,
man.
although it's one of these games that has 3 designers on it, and
Yeah.
does that
I don't know
that
what
doesn't
it
look like a
is.
I don't know
3-designer
what
game?
that
I don't know
is, but-
why. That's every little game. There are 12 cards, 2 special powers, 6 people made the game. Why?
Well, one guy was like, maybe we should call it Truffle. I can't think of the second word. Another guy shouts out Shuffle.
Oh, no.
Both those guys are in the box.
I think that's it because the game is so small. Just adding the name is like 12% of the design. You got to get credit.
Well, regardless of what
I
these
really
guys
thought
think,
this was gonna be
this
about
looks
mushrooms.
interesting.
Yeah.
Thought it was going to be about mushrooms.
Oh, my
Chocolate,
gosh.
whatever.
Chocolate's good. All right, let's
I'm
move
really
on to
ready
the
to
game
move on
Z
from that
does
thing.
like.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Time Bomb
Oh.
Evolution.
That's what I'm talking about. Blowing things up.
Weren't you going to pull it out here? He has the OG game.
Oh, I do. I have
What is
the
this?
OG Japanese edition in a bright pink box.
It does not look
Artwork, artwork optional. Nah, don't worry about it. Mike was gonna run and get it. It's fine.
So the evolution of Time Bomb
Yeah. Okay.
is Time Bomb came out in Japan first, and then they
Yes.
eventually brought it over here, Indie Boards and Cards, and called it
don't mess.
Don't Mess with Cthulhu.
with Cthulhu.
Oh,
that's
this
right.
is this. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I guess that game is done now.
Well,
So-
concurrently, Time Bomb was coming out from Yellow in France,
Got it.
Okay.
and then there was a Time Bomb 2 that came out in the Japanese edition.
You didn't know there was a whole Time Bomb franchise, did you?
I didn't mess with Cthulhu either, so I
yeah.
need to,
And
need to
Time
actually
Bomb-
play this game now.
Time Bomb 2 was not as different from Time Bomb as this is, so Yellow skipped it. They never did it. And now they're doing Time Bomb Evolution, which would be the third one, which is more distinct from the first than the second was.
Actually, this game also uses you can't maybe tell from the cover, but Sherlock Holmes is in this game.
Yeah, like
And Moriarty.
the first reprint was
Even though
Sherlock
neither of
Holmes.
those people, unless that is Sherlock Holmes, and it's,
that. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know, because none of those characters look like
Yeah.
what is traditionally Sherlock Holmes, but maybe it's a different kind.
I like the art, but
Yeah,
man,
it's cool looking.
Well, Yellow has always done
yeah,
a really
I like
good
the
job with art.
Tom, you got to find a good game, man.
Dang,
I don't
that's
have
bold.
hope. I don't
This
have
is
hope.
good.
You're looking
This
at
is a good one.
Yeah, okay, so this is
It's
a good
little
one.
game.
Well-
It's a good one.
Yeah, please.
What else you got?
Please.
Truffle.
Bookworm!
Oh, jeez.
Bookworm the card game and Bookworm the dice game.
They're almost identical covers.
One of the designers, one of the designers of the dice game, though, actually they're the same designers, designed Bang the dice game. So you know, if Sam was here.
Both of them did.
Yeah.
Those
like
guys
the-
always work together.
I like the idea that they assume we like Bookworm already, so they made the dice game already.
Yeah, they're like, oh, man, at the same
That's kind
time.
of presumptuous, but I love the ambition. I love it. I love that. I love it. It's like, hey, this game was sort of good, and then the next year they have the dice game, but they
Yeah,
just
no,
said,
no.
no, it's solid.
Well,
It
they'll
is
be out in
solid.
April from Pegasus.
Yeah.
Well, for kids, these might be good. All right, here's a game that might be interesting. I don't know. Harry Potter House Cup Competition. This is from. Yeah. No, look, I'm
Okay.
actually interested in this one.
Oh, actually, you know, okay.
That looks
okay.
good. It's designed by Nate Heiss, who did Red Dragon Inn, Battle for Greyport, which I have not played.
Okay.
And Cammy Mandel, who did Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, which is a good
Yes,
game.
that's a good game.
You're
Actually, no, I have faith.
going to
Yeah.
different classes and stuff. It looks like it's a worker placement, maybe.
Looks like that.
So I don't know. It looks interesting.
See that? It looks like a sliding board or something like that for
I'll
resources.
stick with Bookworm.
You're not a Harry Potter
I
guy.
am not a Harry Potter fan.
Well, here's something else you're not a fan of, but I am very interested in this next one. Twilight Struggle Red Sea. This is like a postcard type game or a small game from the designers of Twilight Struggle that you can play like a very small thing, Conflict in the Horn of Africa. It's a 2-player card-driven game. I guess Jason Matthews was getting tired of people going, Blitzkrieg and Watergate are small Twilight Struggle. He's like, I will make small Twilight Struggle,
Right,
thank you.
Right.
So this happens in 1974. United Union, Soviet Union, and United States. I don't know how I did that one. Are fighting over
In a
this
world.
area here, and then Rambo comes in and no.
Oh, is there any goat head kicking in this?
I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks like Twilight Struggle, the dice game, or something like that. Just looking at the picture, I'm not sure.
All right,
what
I gotta
that is,
find something you
but
guys like.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna keep
saying, I don't know,
trying.
like-
I like that. I'm all over this.
Also from GMT, they announced Dominant Species Marine. So this is from, I know that Chad Jensen had started this. He passed away last year, so I'm not sure where it is. So it looks, again, like the same kind of game as Twilight Struggle, but you're going to be playing under the seas
You mean
and stuff.
as Dominant Species?
Dominant Species.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said Twilight Struggle.
Because you love Twilight Struggle.
I'm pretty interested in this,
like
actually.
I'm interested in
Some
this.
calamari.
I do hope this. GMT, this is the year 2020. Make this game pretty. Come on.
Yeah.
You really flunked that with Dominant Species to begin with. Everyone's always upgrading it, making it look nicer. This is not giving me hope, this picture here.
Yeah, that's not what they're going for, is beauty.
But you can do beauty
Yeah, they can.
and good.
That's not what they're going
Like
for.
we were just talking about PAX Premier, which is a pretty
Yeah.
heavy game. But it looks really good.
It's gorgeous.
All
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't think you can do both.
Bezier Games continues their work at being innovative with Silver Coin. Oh, you are excited about this
I
one?
love silver.
Oh, good.
I
Okay.
love silver. So, yeah, this is exciting.
This is the third title in the Silver series of games. Silver, which was built on Cabo. Or is it Cabo or Cabo?
Cabo.
I don't know. Cabo, yeah. Like Cabo, like the place.
Yeah, we're just assuming.
I still haven't played any of the Silver games, but I don't like Cabo, so I don't know that I would like
No,
it.
this one is a little bit more gamer heavy, so it's like every card, instead of the 3 cards that has like abilities on them, every single one does. So
That just sounds super chaotic.
No, it is super chaotic, but it's something that I think more gamers will like. Also, I'm a little worried that this is just a box of coins. So I'm really just worried. I don't know what they're going to bring. If it's just more cards, there's actually room in the regular box for that. So I'm really excited. Really excited. It just gets better and better. Yeah.
Bookworm.
Yeah, bookworm.
All right. Also in diversity from Bezier Games, Whistle Mountain.
Jeez, that's brutal.
No, come on. I jest a little bit, but yes, this is the sequel to Whistle Stop. And it's the same designer, Scott Caputo.
Yeah.
Whistle
Luke
Stop
Laurie.
was pretty neat. I think I played that with you. And I
Now,
liked
Tom,
it.
do you like Dwellings at Everdale?
I do.
Okay, so that's Luke Laurie.
Well, I was actually going to say he did Manhattan Project on
Manhattan Project,
GMT.
was
So
one
with
of my
Luke
favorite
Laurie on
games.
board, I am
Yeah.
more interested.
Right, so I like those two
It's
games.
just
Yeah.
I wish we just didn't always get caught up in the franchise thing.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's okay to make a new game once in a while. That's something different.
Nah. Cha-ching.
All right, well, here's something different. Stick 'em.
Stick 'em.
This is a new trick-taking game from Capstone. You are picking from your hand of cards. You will choose a pain color. Those are cards you don't want to win. So if you win cards matching your pain color, there'll be negative points equal to the number in the card. But all other cards you win are worth 1 point each.
I should probably jump in here before the comments eat you alive.
I just read exactly what it said here.
No, that's great. This is not a new game by any means. This is quite old. This is Shtickum, which they translated as kind of phonetically.
I was getting to that. It says it down here, but this is a new version coming out in June.
in English. It's never been out
Yes.
in English.
So
Okay.
what's wrong? I'm not
Go
gonna get
ahead,
eaten
Jim.
alive.
Yeah, go for it. There's some trick-taking fanatic
played
out
it?
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You like it?
It's okay.
So it's a trick-taking game. I'm going to at
Oh,
least
you
try
think it's
it.
only okay?
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of people love this trick-taking game, though. It's a very popular one.
Okay.
I like the idea of it. Sounds good.
I'm a sucker for trick-taking games, so I'm going to end up
This
buying it.
is a
anyway.
classic.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
just
I
gonna
would
end up
say
buying
that
it, yeah.
this is one of those that a lot of people sort of talk about in whispers. Have you played
okay.
Shtickum? I'm
Wow.
like, yeah, I used to own
Whispers.
it. I got rid of it.
Whispers.
From Portal Games, the Robinson
Oh,
Crusoe
yes.
treasure chest.
Oh, yes.
All right, because there's not enough Robinson Crusoe stuff out there.
Oh.
This looks like it's all the promos.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
There's even a spyglass in it.
Disappointed?
Oh, my God. I just spent like $70 on promos.
Did you really?
Yeah, but this box is $70. You're probably
I just
okay.
spent $70 on all those promos.
Oh, but wait, there's more though. There's stuff you haven't got before.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Sucker, they got you.
Just a little bit.
So even if you bought the promos, you got to get it. There's 4 new scenarios: Tracing Dr. Livingston,
Yeah.
Treasure Island, Poachers,
Yeah.
and Time Travel.
Yeah,
Some of
I'll
those
get
have been
them all.
available, though.
Yeah, I'm going to say Poachers. The
Oh, okay.
They are
Well, maybe
all
it's
in
not
there.
new
Travel's
then.
been
I think I
available?
have.
Oh, there's new Beast cards and
Okay.
Hunting Adventure cards
Okay.
in it.
Oh, you need
Oh,
it.
yeah. Oh.
The
Another
spyglass.
$70.
I remember we ripped the spyglass up on air and people had a heart attack.
Yeah, you're supposed to rip
it
it up.
says rip it up.
No, that's exciting though because I think everybody has always wanted that all in one loop. So I think this is actually a really good thing. Although I'm just really sad that I spent $70 just a month ago on all this stuff. But I'm a
Alrighty.
sucker for it. So
Portal Games has never produced a party game before, but now they have one coming. $1 Million Script. So this is interesting because Ignacy's very particular in what he likes. And so this is where you're pitching an idea to a studio executive creating a continuous story. Both teams are working on the same movie, and in each round the executive picks the pitch they prefer, which becomes part of a shared storyline. This doesn't sound on its surface that it's something I'm interested in. It sounds like too loosey-goosey for me.
It's a story, like, it's one of those talky games, storytelling games.
But again, because Ignacy picked it, I feel like he's stricter on rules.
Sounds like The Big Idea or like one of those, like, you know,
I like
Snake
those, though.
Oil. Nah.
You got to be pitched on it, and I was watching a video coming in here, not driving and like it, but I was watching a video of Gamma when they were kind of presenting it, and it's unfortunate because you can't act it out like it is, but I found it challenging to love. Just based on what I saw. So
I'm going to steal some of these phrases.
Right.
I found this game challenging to love.
right, you know,
like
only a publisher could love.
I said that about one of my kids. No. All right. Cat Lady has an expansion called Box of Treats. New surprises.
That's so cute.
So on and so forth. I really like Cat
Yeah.
Lady, so.
That's a good
also
one.
rules for solo play.
So yeah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
All right, now here's something amazing.
We're warming up now.
Infinity Gauntlet, a love letter game. At least, though, here's what I'm happy about. At least it doesn't say love letter Marvel, as opposed to the stupid Batman
That's right, they
one.
did drop it. This is not called Love Letter something something. It is called Infinity Gauntlet. It just happens to be a love letter style game. And it's actually pretty different from the sounds of it.
And that's fine, and I'm glad they went in this direction, because that whole Batman love letter, every time I'm like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's the
Right.
Joker like, dearest Batman, I fondly think of you.
I feel like a spin on Marvel is. I feel like a negative spin on Marvel is about to happen because there's a lot. There's
There
just a
really
lot.
is. And definitely,
Yeah,
now
there's a
that
lot.
Asmodee / Fantasy Flight Zeman has
Yeah.
this license, they're like, what
Yeah.
can we do?
I'm a bit worried. I'm a bit worried that there's a lot.
I don't have a ton of interest in this.
Yeah.
I've been love lettered out, but whatever.
Yeah.
Finally, another expansion for Arkham Horror.
Yes!
Under Dark Waves.
Look at that face. Look at that lovely face.
That is a cool cover.
That is a cool cover.
Why are you guys out here fishing?
My name is Saboom.
I gotta say, I actually thought this wouldn't happen. I was suspecting, and I don't know
that's right.
numbers, that the Arkham Horror was not selling well.
The new one, the new.
So what? They'll still make expansions.
Because this is the third edition that they came back with, right?
Yeah,
Right.
And they
this
didn't
is
come
this-
with the expansion.
Is this
so
the
people
second
were asking for-
expansion?
This is the second
Yeah,
expansion.
Is the first one even out yet?
Yeah, it's out. It's been out.
Okay.
Oh.
I didn't get it, I don't think.
For the third edition.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the
There's
third
an
edition
expansion,
is,
This is the
right,
second
it-
it's
expansion.
clearly not as popular as, say, Eldritch Horror was.
Exactly.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, that Dice Tower West, I'm not sure it was checked out more than once. I would have to look at those numbers later.
But if this expansion had been available, you can guarantee
Yeah.
somebody would have grabbed me like, I want to play this.
Yeah.
Harry Potter!
Again?
Yeah, the Charms and Potions expansion. This is for the Harry Potter
Oh.
deck builder,
building game.
deck
All
building game, and that one is extremely popular and
Yes,
does
it
really
is.
well. In fact, they remade it, Toy Story,
Yeah.
the same game
Yeah.
essentially.
Really?
I mean, well,
Yes.
the same style
Right
of game.
around
I
the
don't think they're
holiday. Yeah.
exactly the
Know that.
same.
Yeah.
All right, that's all the board game news. Now let's get into some industry news here. I'm ready.
Huh.
The 2020 Origins Awards nominees were announced. I forgot the Origins Awards. I just forgot about them. They announced them because Gamma's going on this week. No. I just hadn't been thinking about it. So they announced them. So, 4 board games. These are the games that have been picked. Cloud Spire from Chip Theory Games, a very well-renowned game. I've not played it because we got one with a couple missing pieces, but we just got a replacement. So that's high on my list to play. Very excited. Also, Colors of Paris, which is a decent game. Guardian's Call, which I did not like at all, but
I
Sam
think it's
Healy did.
average. It's okay.
Parks, which has gotten a lot of buzz.
I like Parks a lot.
Pret-a-Porter, which is a reprint.
Challenging.
Red Alert Space Fleet Warfare, which is okay at best. Tonari, I haven't played it.
It's a kind of a reprint-ish.
Yeah.
And Tricky Tides.
Which I liked.
Isn't Tricky Tides a card game?
Yes.
I would certainly say so. I mean, you put out tiles.
Yeah, but they're
It's
cards.
kind of a
cards,
card
yeah.
game. It's a pick up and deliver trick-taking card game.
Card game, yeah.
That's a leading question, but
Yes.
okay. So this is under
okay.
the board game
Yeah, it
category.
is.
They did not mention. We went through the list, me and Z, yesterday. We will, of the top rated games from last year, and like the top 10 are not on this list.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Where's Wingspan?
Yeah.
Like, not even nominated?
Where's Tiny Towns? Like, no matter how you feel about these games, they should at least be available. That's all I can tell you.
Okay, so
Tell us more.
Oh no,
that's
I can't.
board games.
I
Okay,
cannot.
so card games. For card games, Cogs and Commissars, which is vomit-inducingly bad.
Yeah. I do not agree with you. I actually think it's okay, but it should not be on this list.
It's okay. DC deck building game Rebirth, which is just DC deck building game again. But okay, maybe there wasn't many other good card
but
games
that's
that
not
came
as
out this
busy.
year.
DC deck
Embers of
building
Memory,
game.
a Throne of Glass game, which I would argue almost no one's played.
Right.
Kamigama Battles, River of Souls. Have you played that one?
I don't know what that is.
It's from, okay. Lock Up, a role player tale, which isn't even a card game.
It's not.
Like, not even close.
Yeah.
It's not even,
Yeah.
there's cards in it.
Yeah. You shuffle the cards slowly off the table. That's it.
Ah, how did that get through? Shuffle Grand Prix from Bicycle and Undo Cherry Blossom Festival, which I'm assuming everyone on these awards did not play because it's not even a game. Don't get me in how bad the Undo games are. They almost made my hate list. All right, but maybe collectible card games. Marvel HeroClix, Avengers, Black Panther, and Illuminati Booster Brick. That's the only entry. I think it might win. But if it loses, that would be amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have no award. So we're going to
Can you
just move on.
imagine? I'm sorry, but
So how is this so it has no competition. It will just win, like the announcement entails they won.
I guess. But if there's only one game that can be nominated,
Is
for
it
this,
possible it
we
will-
should
Yes.
consider not having this category.
I don't get it. Like, I mean, you are announcing who the winner is also by announcing the nominations if it's a single nomination.
But I like it if we have a camera on the nominee and they like kind of humbly go, like, look, and then they don't win and we go back to that person not winning and they clap respectfully anyway. I love that. You know how they do that? It's
man.
like, I don't want to win. I don't want to win. And then they don't win and it's like,
That's great.
There is one good category, though, happily. Digital adaptation. Cutthroat Caverns, Mystic Vale, Raiders of the North Sea, Through the Ages, and Suro VR, which I don't know what that is. But those are decent
those are all
ones.
decent at least, yeah.
Family games. All right, we're back to this now. Clip Cut Parks, which I've not played, so I don't know.
It's okay, yeah.
Code Stack, which is about as light as you can get in a game. It's literally just play cards as fast as you can. Dirty Pig, Draftosaurs, that's one I hope
Yes,
wins, and
that's-
Finger Guns at High Noon.
That's another one. That's
Again, these aren't bad. Why is Parks not in this category?
Parks. I said
Hands
Tiny
down, it's a
Towns,
family
same
game.
thing. Yeah, Parks would win.
Yeah, then I'm sorry, we gotta do historical games. This is for you, Z.
Oh, great, yeah. I'll go back and retcon my
boy.
list.
Conflict of Heroes, Storms of Steel from Academy Games. Good.
Okay.
U-Boot, the board game. Okay.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's gonna be playing that one. I like it a lot, but
Right.
it's heavy. Watergate
Right.
and Pandemic Fall of Rome.
There's nothing wrong with that. I would have put it on my list. if
Yes, I know you would have.
Right.
That's a historical game. Rome happened, y'all.
Now, I do find it interesting under miniatures games. I should mention that miniatures games, they had
Pandemic
Gaslands
Fall of Rome.
and Reality's Edge and Riot Quest and Warcry, but they also put Power Rangers Hero of the Grid, which is straight up a cooperative
Yeah.
game, board
Right.
game. It's not
Right.
a miniatures game any more than Blood Rage is a miniatures game or Rising Sun. You know what I mean?
Those are miniatures games, right?
Not according to the
No,
categories.
not according to the category.
You know, like a miniature game is you have miniatures and your miniature army fights someone else's. That's what they traditionally are. If we said a
Anybody-
game with miniatures is a miniatures game, is Shadows over Camelot a miniatures game?
Yes.
Okay.
They couldn't find Rurik anywhere, huh? That's what I tell you. Like, I just can't believe that they're like historical or, yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting.
I can't speak to role-playing game, so I won't. But
Yeah.
okay, so Origins Wars. So that was cool. All right, let's move on. There's more news. Come on, Expo has been canceled due to the corona fears. This is not the last board game convention that you will hear this about, I'm sure. We're keeping track of that. I'm sure at this point in time someone will ask about Dice Tower East. Dice Tower East is in July. We are not yet close enough to make any kind of determination in regards to that. So we are certainly monitoring the situation. It's unfortunate, that this happens. Asmodee has announced two different things. First of all,
Both good news, I'm guessing.
oh man, you're gonna love this. So we went from the fantastic news last week about Asmodee no longer fixing parts in games. Fantastic. Everyone's happy about that.
Screw you, gamers.
So here's Screw You Gamers Part 2. They announced price increases on all their major games. This is in Ticket to Ride, Carcassonne, Exploding Kittens. I guess that they're distributing that. And they're looking like they're going up like $5 or $6 from almost all the different
It's
games.
5 or 10. I looked at the list.
It's 5 or 10?
Yeah, 5 or 10.
Depending on how much it was. If it was quite a bit, it goes up 10.
Right.
Now, I certainly understand that price increases have to occur. That's the very nature of the business. Why they decided to announce this, though, directly after announcing that they would no longer be replacing parts,
Yeah.
it feels like they're trying to get people angry at them.
I know. I'm confused.
Actually,
I feel like the next piece of news is going to be, we guarantee 1 out of 10 games will be missing something. It's like, what is happening?
It's also weird that they did announce that, because I almost feel like they should have just not announced it and raised
Just
the
let it
prices.
happen.
Like, just let it happen. Especially when you go to flagship stores and the prices are already up. Like, you might as well just not say anything.
It's not policy
Yeah,
they
it's
need to
not-
discuss.
yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
Right.
But also, this one is not going to seem as bad. There's a new distribution major shift. Asmodee was being carried exclusively by Alliance, who's the biggest distributor for their games. They are no longer with them. In the UK and Canada, Asmodee owns a distributor. Well, now they're going to distribute their own games. But they're also going to allow ACD to distribute their games, which is a little odd to me that they're distributing and they're competing against someone else. I don't know. But if you want an Asmodee game, it's kind of a single line now from the publisher to the distributor to the store. They're saying this will help stores out a lot. I'm sure they think so. I think it helps Asmodee out a lot. Maybe this will help that parts thing.
Maybe.
There's going to be some strongly written emails and letters, handwritten. Some of them will be handwritten, but
Yeah.
this is going to be tough. They have a lot of bad news.
This news is hard to love, I believe, would be
hard
the-
to love. That's right. Challenging to
Challenging to
right.
love.
Only a publisher can love.
The thing is, they've been doing this. They've been doing this in UK for a while. They bought DVM game distribution. They bought it.
Sure.
And they've been doing it over there. And like I said, they've been doing it in Canada. So now it's in the US too. I don't know. Stores tend to not enjoy exclusive distribution because the way it works is you're like, oh, I want to buy Ticket to Ride. They don't have it. Then I
have
go
to
over
go
here.
over there.
And
Yeah.
not only that, competition. Well, now the competition is essentially removed. This is definitely going to make it easier for Asmodee to maintain that MAP, the minimum advertised price,
Right.
because you're getting it from them or you're not.
Right.
I mean, they were doing it through Alliance, but only. So I don't know that this will affect the consumer much at all. For the savvy board game consumer who watches our show, I feel like there's not going to be a lot of people. I mean, they're not replacing parts. The prices are going up. They're already doing mostly retreads and or gateway games.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I don't know.
I'm just going to Kickstarter. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of stuff like this. Like I said, it's just something you'd rather not know.
All right, enough of
Bah.
that news.
Bah.
Let's go to somebody who's always happy.
Today we're going to Academy Games, and we're going to check out a big game. A big game. How big? That's big, man. Agents of Mayhem. Pride of Babylon. Agents of Mayhem is a 2 to 4 player game, plays in about 2 hours. This is based off a video game called Agents of Mayhem, and the rulebook is fantastic. It only teaches you a little bit of what you have to do in this scenario, and nothing more. So you want to go on to the next scenario? They teach you a few other sentences. Fantastic. Yeah, that's what they call modular rulebooks. Modular. You're modular. First things first, production value. Awesome. Let's take a look. The League of Evil Gentlemen intent on obliterating nations which stands for Legion, has their own mission book. As does Mayhem, the multinational agency hunting evil masterminds. You see? So nobody knows what the heck is going on. Man, what's he talking about? You know what he's talking about? He's talking about shut up. And the Mayhem guys could put their little figurines, the Mamachi.
A what?
Yeah, Mamachi, meaning little figurine. See, it's like my nephew Eugene. I'm 5'4", so I'm a Mamachi to him. You're a Mamachi to everyone. Yeah, you get a lot of Mamachis. I mean, the figurines, plus you get this big guy, the Golem. He gets his own stats. You know, I could sit here for an hour to show you everything that's in the box, but let me show you just a little bit of it. Each player gets their own tray, you put your little Mamachis in, plus your cards. Cards, you say? We got loads of cards, and most of the cards you open up at a specific time. It's better to show you with a video. See, those are the boxes I was talking about that you put your Mamachis in with your cards. Plus you get all those dice. Everything comes in this tray for all your figurines. You get the bigger figurines. You get a lot of stuff. Here you build your terrain a little piece at a time, and you advance to harder rules till you build the whole campaign. Check this out. Here's a shot of the bad guys looking at the good guys. So the bad guys found the good guys and they're engaging in a skirmish right now. And what's that? Broken terrain, you said. Destructible. And just like in the video game, the terrain is destructible. Use that to your advantage. Here's a top view of the campaign game. You've got a lot of terrain. You can build up to 3 stories worth of terrain. And everything is fantastic quality. Academy Games, Agents of Mayhem. A lot of product for your money here. And great for people who want to have like a Euro war game type thing. Makes me think maybe I should do a Euro game once. Whatever. Bah! Who's that? Oh no.
Showdown! Huh?
Alrighty, so today's showdown is going to be a riff on last week.
Uh-oh.
All right, so what I did was I showed people a picture, and they had to tell me the game from that picture. So here's an example. What game would this picture make you think of?
Brass.
Brass, that's correct, all right?
I thought copper.
I was thinking.
But there is no game called Copper.
Oh.
Therefore, there's a game called Brass. But I'm going to
We're
change
gonna
it up.
get you, copper.
In today's game, this would have been the picture I showed you. So this is a picture of grass.
Brass.
So I'm changing one letter in the game's name.
Brass. Oh.
So so when you see this, you think grass, and you think, how can I change it? Some of these are going to be hard.
Okay, let's do it. I'm ready, man.
Okay,
I'm about to take you guys.
Wait, are these
down.
from last week? So I'm not prepped for this?
No.
Okay.
No,
You're
All right,
good.
here we go.
We didn't
All right, here we
cheat
go.
at all.
The first one is actually one of the harder ones.
get 'em.
Here we go.
Let's start with the hard one. What is that? Trying to figure out what that is.
Tower? That's not a thing.
Well, that's blood, if that helps.
That is?
That's blood.
Somebody's bleeding pretty pink.
Blood Rage, because it's Blood Rag.
Yeah, blood rags, and we changed it to blood rage. It's 1 point for Z.
Okay, so you went online and searched for blood rags.
I had to.
Moving on to the next entry. Thank you for staying with us.
Yes, this was the best picture I thought I could show without killing me. All right, next one. Here we go.
Wow.
Dirty head.
That's what I'm thinking.
What's on his hands?
Dirt?
Tar.
Soot?
Root. Root. Yes.
Man!
Root. That's
soot, apparently.
So root.
Root.
all right. The next one should be hopefully
All
easier.
right, here we go.
Wow.
This is rough.
Crickets.
This is a 2-word one. Or actually, the game title has 4 words.
Whoa.
Space. The sprocket? Or the, okay, so that,
I can't tell if that's a gear,
Or
a
a
sprocket,
sprocket.
a pedal.
That's actually a crank.
Oh, a crank Legacy. No.
crank in space. I mean, a clank in space.
Yeah.
Clank in space.
Clank in
Rank in space, baby.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, I'm on the board. Let's go.
look that up.
Rank.
I'm on the board.
Whoa.
What happened?
What happened?
Whoa. Okay.
Wingspan.
No.
Okay.
It's not actually the picture itself.
Wingspan on top. I don't know about a wingspan expansion.
Wow, this is hard.
Huh. I thought these guys would get them
wait,
easily, so I'm
line.
feeling better because this was some challenge. Would it help if you knew what that was?
Ray.
Maybe.
It's a dove.
Is it a dove?
It is a dove, yes.
Fog of love?
No, there's no fog.
Well, that's maybe.
That line is there for a reason.
Right.
We got that.
Above and below.
Yes, above and below. It's a dove that's below.
Hey, let's go.
Okay, all right. All right.
Let's go. Oh,
I am disturbed by whatever's going on.
Yeah. Oh,
Pass. Pass.
By the way, this movie, I can't remember the name, but it is epic. It is really good. It's so bad. I can't remember the name of
Did
this
Kenny
movie.
give his permission to be on film?
Oh my gosh.
Isn't this like a Jack Frost type
I
thing?
can't. I just can't remember.
I don't
the
remember the name of the movie.
No, it is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, Clank in Space is 3 words.
I think it's
sorry.
just called Snowman, but anyway, it's a horror movie.
Okay. That's definitely a horror movie. I can see that.
I saw
I
this
can't
on
even get
Disney
past
Plus. Guys, Snowman cometh.
Dice Face.
You're on the right track in a sense, but it has nothing to do with dice. Snow
Okay.
comes in what season?
Winter.
Dead of Winter?
Yes, because that's ahead of
head of
winter.
What?
Waka waka waka.
Where's the paperwork? I'm lodging a
Waka,
formal
waka.
complaint here. Okay.
All right.
Parks. No.
Trekking the world. Like, I don't know. Trekking.
So this is kind of like a hike.
Hike.
Yeah.
So
see, a
bike, Mike, strike. That's a game, right? That's
Yeah, it
two
is.
letters.
It's
I'm
a game
changing. Mike and Ike. Going a hike.
Nice.
Give us a hint.
This is awful.
Am I on the right
Yeah,
track?
you are on the right track.
Okay, so it's something with hiking. Hike.
Galaxy Trucker.
I'm like trying to find a title in the clouds. Like, isn't that a dog over there?
Right.
No, I'm not that. I'm not that.
I was like, are we playing that game? What's in the clouds over there?
Man. There's a man standing on that mountain in the
Oh,
back.
no way. No way.
This is a game.
We're just going to play that game the whole time.
That would be really, really bad.
Yeah, that would be.
Hiking.
Well, it helps no one online has got either.
I was just going to say trekking.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm going through every letter in the alphabet like I know you all are.
I don't know the alphabet, so.
Yike!
Gosh, I have no idea.
They're hiking or trekking.
Okay,
Some
well
mountains?
here's the bad news. I can't even remember.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man.
I know that when I no, I thought I would have these. I had these on my.
Oh my goodness!
All right, well,
Are
you're in on it too.
hitting me right now?
I know that
Wow.
had something to do with hiking, and I changed the letter, and I can't
Oh,
remember
you
what
better
it was.
figure it out, Tom. We're not moving on until you figure
No,
it
we'll
out.
come back to this one here.
Oy.
Smash up?
Oh, that's right. It was Hive. That's right. Someone mentioned it. Hive.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, sure. I
Yeah,
should have probably
should've
gotten that.
one.
Okay.
I was thinking the first letter.
Thank you for the Hive thing. That's correct. I'll give it to the audience.
We're going to lose to the audience.
Lockup? He's holding a
No.
rock
Okay, this one.
That's good, man.
Mike gets a point. That's
Give
good.
him a
Yeah.
point. Give them a
Yeah.
point no matter
Yeah.
what.
For that.
What? Okay,
Yeah.
well,
So
hold on, we
the
can
one I
start
searched
it, though.
for, the word I searched for, I was looking for goon, and he's on the. I'm sorry, not goon.
Giant?
Yeah, was it goon?
Oh my goodness.
Next one. Mike got the last one with mock-up. This one I know.
End of the trail.
Dirt road.
Path.
Bath. A well-known game called Bath.
Yes.
No, this one is not. This designer is one of the most popular designers on the internet. This is not one of his as well-known games. I personally like this guy's games. Many of them are in my top 30, but not this particular one.
Ora et labora.
You're on the right track.
Okay.
Okay, it is Newsfjord.
No, but the audience got it already. Sorry.
Okay, hold on.
Gosh.
Agricola? No, you didn't like it that much.
Great Western Trail.
Fields of Arl.
No.
No.
Oh.
What is the
Oh.
main thing? What?
Oh no. No, I don't know.
Great Western Trail, you
Yeah,
said.
Western
Okay.
Trail, yeah.
That's
That's grass, man.
Yeah.
Cottage
Right.
Garden? No. Grass?
Brass? No.
no.
We just did brass.
It's 2 words.
Oh, Glass Road.
Glass Road. Yes.
Glass Road. This is painful, man. This is like yanking them out of my very soul.
I know.
Oh.
That is terrifying a little
Yes.
bit. Bring back Snowhead.
Is that a dove again?
Purple Rain.
That's what I was going to say. Doves cry.
I'm about to cry.
Azul.
A sparrow.
I actually tried to find one for Azul, and I couldn't think of one.
Oh, wait. I think I know what this is now, finally. I think at least I know what the bird
All you need is like a mule.
Okay, what is it then?
It's a pigeon, right?
Okay.
Okay. Pigeon.
What? Where are you going with this? I
don't know. It's a
You're looking
pigeon.
at me like I should know something.
I was hoping that would trigger something.
Yeah,
I didn't
Yeah,
care
it's
if I win
triggering my
anymore.
PTSD.
Right.
Is what this
Just, it's just triggering me.
It's not a pigeon. It's another dove.
It's
It's a dove, man.
The dove carrying.
Fog of love
Oh, it
again.
could be fog of
Just
love,
keep
right?
No, but that's close.
Okay, fog of war.
What's it carrying?
It's carrying a note or a card.
Note of love letter.
Yes, it's a dove letter.
Oh, man.
That letter is
Oh,
not
I didn't
visible,
see that.
you
I'm
know?
looking up this way. I
Yeah.
can't see that. Yeah, I can't
doesn't-
see
Oh,
it.
Oh, that was tricky.
Because I would have
Okay.
got it.
All
I
right.
would have definitely got it.
You would have had this.
I knew.
I would
had
like
it
to
in the bag.
relinquish my point to Jeremy.
Clask.
Clask.
It has
Yeah.
to be Clask, yeah.
There we go. All
Or
right.
Flash.
Here's another easy one.
Say it, every one of us.
The Devil Wears Prada. Bro.
Has nothing to do with the heart.
Oh, good. Wow, okay.
Very straightforward.
Catan.
Yes, Catan. Yes.
Instead of Satan.
Oh, I'm thinking devil, not Satan.
Could it be Caton?
Dang, that's good, man.
Satan. Catan.
It used to be the settlers of Satan, but now.
I know you needed some.
Satan. Satan.
I like it. I like it.
Oh.
Can't shop, can't stop.
Can't stop. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Instead of can't shop, it's can't stop.
Wow.
Oh. Check, please.
Oh man, my brain.
All right. So that might be a little too hard.
No, I like it. I like it. That was good. How did we do?
Oh my goodness.
All right.
I think the audience beat all of us.
Wait.
Z got 4, Mike got 4, Jeremy got 3, but we're adding the 2 of the audience to Jeremy, which makes Jeremy the winner with 5.
Wow. Look at you.
How about that?
Alrighty. And thanks to the one guy who just kept shouting thumbs down. We appreciate that. And that
Oh,
always
thank
makes me
you.
want to do the game more.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to some contributors.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, we are Ryan and Bethany.
From Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
All right, well, today we're going to be talking about Rhino Hero. This is from Haba. We're going in our Wayback Machine. But there is somebody who actually wants to talk about this game even more than we do. So we think we'll let her take over for a minute.
She's kicking us out.
I kicked my parents out. So I kicked my parents out. That's called the Star Show. Mine. Oh, and little Rhino Hero. So,
what is something that you want to tell everybody about Rhino Hero? What do you like?
I like the card finality.
The variety of cards, all the special powers they have. Is there anything you don't like about this game?
Yeah, the normal card.
Yeah, those are definitely not as fun as the ones that let you skip players or put the Rhino Hero pawn on there. All right, who do you think would like this game the most? What age of kids?
5, 6, 7, 8. And then also Brandon.
We have a friend named Brandon who's a grown-up. So yeah, this is definitely a favorite of grown-ups as well. All right, you want to say bye to everybody? And maybe you'll let us have the show back next week?
Bye, bye, bye. Bye.
Yeah, this is a really great game that appeases all the audience. So it's a good game for adults to play with kids, and they're both entertained the entire time.
All right, if you want to hear our full thoughts and see our daughter completely take over the show, please go to our YouTube channel or our Facebook channel. This is Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews to see our full extended review of Rhino Hero.
All right, well, this is Ryan, and I'm Bethany, hoping that you have a happy, healthy breakfast.
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
What constitutes a classic? People say the word classic a lot, and I've started to realize people throw the word around a lot to describe anything old. And I've had different views of what a classic can be. Things like Carcassonne, Puerto Rico, Castles of Burgundy. But those are just because oftentimes people say, well, they're old looking, but they're still good. Therefore, classic. Does that add up? Because some people also will put Ticket to Ride and Pandemic in the classic territory. Some people put Terra Mystica in the classic territory. One of those being me. Now, what makes a classic? Is it because it's an old game? Because then we have a list to go through. Is it because it's a quality game from a while ago? And if so, how long is a while ago? We all know that the board game industry and the board game hobby kind of gets ahead of itself and moves on from games 6 months after they're created. So how far back is accurate to make this all work out? A classic is a very broad term. And what do you consider to be a classic? What details about a classic really make it for you? Do you even use that word at all? Does it frustrate you when people use that word? Because I know some people who hate that phrase. A classic, what does that even mean? I like to think it's an old game that also had a lot of staying power and really provided a lot to the hobby, such as Castle of Burgundy, Power Grid, Terra Mystica, so on and so forth. Things like Pandemic and things like that are too new. They haven't really lasted long enough. Catan is even a classic in my mind. So what do you think? Leave it in the comments below. Do enjoy your breakfast.
Hey everybody, I have some exciting news. After having this channel going for about 1.5 years, I've decided to make a big change. I'm changing the channel name. A lot of people have asked me over the last year, why are you almost a board gamer?
Are you new to board games?
Am I new to board games?
Yeah, you said almost a board gamer.
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense unless you've seen my very first video on my channel, which I submitted to the Dice Tower long ago. It's about 1.5 years ago. I put together a list of the top 10 signs that you may be in a relationship with a hardcore gamer. It was all about being married to a hardcore gamer and how do I fit in and what is that like. That's where making videos started for me. And over time, as we played more and more games and started going out to a game night, and I quickly found my place and quickly realized I'm totally a gamer. I'm just not the same sort of gamer that my husband always is. We don't always enjoy the same type of games, and that's good. That's the way it should be. There's so many different varieties of games today that you don't have to be pigeonholed into those super long, strategy-intensive board games anymore. There's games that suit your personality and your strengths. And that's what I love about this hobby. So almost a board gamer doesn't really fit anymore because there's plenty of games that totally suit me and make me feel like a true gamer. So from now on, my channel's gonna be One Pip Wonder. I'm really excited about my new channel name because it works for me on so many levels. Number one being the cheesy pun. I hope you guys like the change. I hope that you won't be too confused if you come to my channel and you're wondering, why is it One Pip Wonder now? It's just because I changed the name. It's not a different channel. All my content and videos are gonna be the same, but under a new name. Thank you so much for your support and being a part of this little channel that I love making videos for. So I hope to see you guys in the future very soon, and I hope you guys have a great day.
20 questions, psych! This is 10 for 10.
Psych your mic. Psych your mic.
I done messed you up. All right, these guys are going to be working together against me on this one. I've got 10 games picked out here. You guys are going to keep 5 of them. You're going to give me 5. You have to hope your 5 beat mine. That's how you win. And these are ranked based on the funding goal that they had on Kickstarter. That's what you're going with.
I'm really not going to be good
The
at
number
this.
10 wanted the most money. The number 1 wanted the least amount of money. That has nothing to do with how much money they actually made, of course. To help you guys out, I'm going to give one of you how much money they actually made. I'm going to give the other one of you the percentage at which they funded. You can discuss anything you want to. You cannot say numbers. And I'm only going to give you like 10 seconds for each.
Wait, why?
What?
Because y'all are cheating animals. Here we go. Who wants the numbers and who wants the percentage?
I'll take the numbers.
I want the percentage.
Yeah, I want the numbers.
Because that's math.
Yeah. Math, math, math.
Wait, this is how much money they made. And
you're telling...
And here's how much percentage they funded at. Right now you're looking at Gloomhaven.
Oh, you're saying we can't compare our things
You
together.
cannot. Obviously, that would give you the answer.
Well,
actually,
there's one. I was saying
there's one on here I knew.
There's one.
Again, you want to give me the ones that have a low funding goal.
There's one that you really said something specific about back when it came.
Okay.
All right, here we go, guys. Gloomhaven. Do I get it or do you get it?
I think we give it to Z because I don't think Isaac went for a super
You can
high
ask
goal.
him. You can talk about whatever you want. You cannot say specific numbers.
I want to say that it's the first one. The first funding goal was super.
Yeah,
I think it was small.
Okay, Atlantis Rising is next. Feel free to look at your list.
So this is second edition.
That is, the only one that's been on Kickstarter. Yeah.
I'm thinking. But I'm thinking it had to be in the range of like $70,000 just because they had to make this.
Some of these are going to be lower than we think too.
Yeah, because this is like they had to make it happen. They bought a lot of artwork. They had vintage to trade. They upgraded. Yeah, let's take it.
Okay. Ooh, Fireball Island was a pretty high one if I remember correctly.
Yeah, this is like any game where you have to rehash and like build it up. It's like it's almost like a fresh take on this.
I just knew that Justin needed a lot of money to get this one done.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take that.
All right.
I don't know. I don't feel like Ryan Lockett games are going to be that high though.
Don't forget, you're going to have to give me 5 and keep 5.
Well, there's one you're getting for sure.
No, I don't know.
There's one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, do we want?
You want the high numbers?
We want the high.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, you can take that.
High funding goal.
You want that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're taking that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's easy. That was Nemesis, by the way, guys. If you could.
I think we should give that one to Z.
See,
what do you say?
I think we should give that one to Z.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, or you could pre-order it. No. for the cost of for the cost of $79, I think it was. Yeah. I think so. I
funded that whole project by myself. Thank you very much.
You're correct. The funding goal was $79.
I remember that.
I'm spoiling it. That is the number one.
I think we should give Euphoria because that's in the old days of Kickstarter.
Yeah.
So he would have had as high of a funding goal, I think.
Yeah, he can take Euphoria. Oh man,
that's mine.
Yeah, that's
All
yours.
right, so we can only give him one more. Oh, that's tricky. I know it made a ton of money, but what was the funding goal?
Yeah. If you use your math, you might be able to figure it out.
Well, we're not allowed to work together, you said.
Oh, but you're allowed to discuss. I think
so
it's
Exploding
this. I
Kid
think
is
it's that.
8.7, but it is a card game.
Yeah, it wasn't that high of a funding goal, I don't think. But at the same time,
yeah, but we also have Rising Sun coming up.
Oh yeah, that's true. What other ones left? We can do
We
that.
have Rising Sun.
Rising Sun and what? Kingdom Death Monster?
Kingdom Death Monster.
Kingdom Death Monster had a pretty high goal.
Well, 1.5 is still going to be a high goal. I went all in on Kickstarter on that stuff.
Let's give him Exploding Kittens, and we'll
Let's
take the
go ahead
last
and give
two.
him Exploding Kittens. And I think KDM first and second, and this one has to be in at least the 70.
Rising Sun, they usually, Kumini usually does like 100,000, I think, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, and they make 120,000 in 7
All
seconds.
right, let's slide them out here so we can see them on the camera.
All right.
So these are, we already gave him the 1, so.
That's pretty good.
I'm feeling good.
Okay.
All right.
All right, here we go.
What are we thinking is the second one, guys?
Like the second lowest?
Mm-hmm.
The second lowest has to be Euphoria.
It's actually Exploding Kittens.
Oh, man, and we debated on that one.
They only wanted $10,000. Wow. And how much did they make?
They made $8.7 million.
So the percentage is pretty high on that.
Wow.
All right, let's see. What's next?
Wow, what
do you think is the highest, guys?
Wait, hang on.
Who wanted the most money?
Who wanted the most?
Fireball Island.
Yeah, Fireball Island.
That is incorrect.
It's KDM.
Rising Sun wanted the most money at $300,000.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, we took it. So at this point, mathematically wise,
we are
won.
fine.
We won.
We are fine.
And Sleeping Gods over here. Let's see. So we've got Claustrophobia was definitely one. They wanted $79. $10,000 for.
I still don't know how that got approved by Kickstarter.
I remember
Number 3, you guys are right here. Euphoria wanted $15K.
That was the early days of Kickstarter. You wouldn't do that today.
No, right. And then number 4, you guys took Atlantis Rising. Only wanted $20K.
Oh, wow.
They actually made less money than I thought with how gorgeous that production is. And then after that, we've got number 5 is Sleeping Gods, which you gave me. Sleeping Gods wanted $50,000. And then after that, we've got Nemesis, which you guys took. Nemesis in the adjusted amount wanted 64 about thousand. It's pounds.
Okay.
And then number 7 would be Gloomhaven.
Man, we did really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Gloomhaven wanted $70,000, and then all the other ones, Kingdom Death Monster there, which that's the second go at it, made a bajillion bucks. What they wanted was $100K.
Yeah, it says bajillion on here too, by the way.
That's right. And then Fireball Island.
Very mathematical.
It says
Fireball
bajillion.
Island, you guys thought might be the one that wanted the most. Fireball Island almost did. 250 is what they wanted.
Yeah, again, well, I just know that Justin's very practical, and he doesn't believe in putting a goal lower than he needs.
That's right. That's right.
So
you guys
definitely put $79.
Yeah, $79.
That was the outlier for sure. What is your percentage here? Is
I feel like
958,000%.
I feel like I would have picked almost the same things without the sheet of paper, actually. Because this is the stuff that I remember. I don't remember original prices.
Well, I know. I figured the funding goal is really tricky anyway. Like this, because people say anything and then they make whatever amount they make anyway, you know. I figured giving you this might help you a little bit figure out, like, oh, well, these all funded also, so that's an aid. You know, it's like, okay, well, that funded at that much. They must have not wanted, 200,000.
If I can pause here, Adam
I knew they
says.
didn't make a ton on that Atlantis Rising
Adam said,
campaign,
of course,
which is
Kaman was the most greedy. I highly disagree on that.
Highly disagree.
I think you should put high funding goals.
Yeah.
Or at least what your real goal is.
Yeah.
It takes
Yeah,
a lot of money to produce a game. That's nothing but greed. I mean,
people are hoping to make that extra money. I don't think people understand once they just get across that line, sometimes it's going to cost them. Plus the stretch goals that they unlock, they really need the extra funding. It's unfortunate that people underestimate.
You got to put a realistic
I know they're
number
trying
up
to,
there.
attract people, but sometimes they just barely make it over and they got to pay for it. So
Right. It puts you in the hole as a company.
Right.
So
I also like to point out we won convincingly.
we won. You got a house advantage. I do Kickstarter coverage.
well, next time you guys are giving me 6 cards. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be. All right, let's go to contributors again.
A game that has perfect information is a game in which you and your opponent both know exactly what yours and your opponent's possible moves are. So in a game like chess, I know exactly how all of these pieces move. I know that rooks can go in a straight line. I know bishops can go diagonally. I know my pawn could move 1 or 2 spaces to start the game. And I know my opponents can move the exact same way. In a game like Go, I can put my rocks on one of the crosshair pieces. My opponent can do the same. We're going back and forth knowing exactly what the possibilities are. Hidden information in games is information that is not known to all of the other players. Typically, only you would know that information. So in a game like Texas Hold'em Poker, you know the information, everybody knows the information that's on the table, but only you know the cards that are in your hand. Most games have some sort of hidden information in them. A game like Ticket to Ride, you have your ticket cards. Not everybody knows what your destinations are in that game. However, the drafting of the cards is public, the placing of the trains is public, but you really know what's on your ticket cards. And once the cards are in your hand, you really know those also. Most traditional card games with like a bicycle deck of cards, those are going to be hidden information games because you know what's in your hand. Even though you both know how to play the game, only you know what you're going to be placing on any given time.
Hey, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Dan.
And we are Gaming with the People.
And this week we're gaming with Horrified.
Oh my gosh. I was trying to do something horrified. It came
She was
out
a theater
alone.
major. That was out of practice.
Back to board games.
A cooperative game, so we all win or lose together.
My favorite kind.
1 to 5 players. So this is similar to Pandemic and other co-op games. Every character gets a special power and makes them unique. In this case, what's slightly different is we are fighting the universal monsters. Mm-hmm. And the universal monsters also each have their own characteristics and powers. So we get powers, they get powers.
It's a powerful game.
So it makes for some juicy decisions. In this game, we're not only avoiding the monsters, but there's also innocent villagers walking around in the midst of those monsters. And so it's a balancing act of trying to accomplish tasks, trying to protect people, all before too much horrification happens. No.
You really... We'll see.
Your character had an amazing teleportation power.
Well, go on.
But then only had 3 actions.
True.
So my power was less powerful, but I had 4 actions, so I could really scoot.
Yeah.
The villagers were still in danger because we're not allowed to hop with villagers.
I tried hopping with a villager and it was shut down.
By the rules.
Yeah, by rules.
You want to do it all like Nightcrawler style, where you jump in, grab a person, jump out?
I don't understand that reference, but yes, I do.
X-Men.
There we go. Just bring up the nerd a notch. This isn't
So there's a lot of fun matchups to trying different monsters. They recommend 2 for your first game, which is very easy.
We started with 2.
Crushed it.
It's too easy.
And then 3, we did really well. I think we got pretty lucky with some of the cards, the order that came up.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious to try 3 again. And then the really hard is 4. So who would you recommend this game for? What type of gamer?
Well, I think it's fun because it's got a little bit of movie buff vintage feel to it. The aesthetic is really fun. It is nice with the co-op. You can kind of, as you go, look out for one another.
So only one of us has to learn the rules before we can play.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Hello everybody, I'm over here in Las Vegas, Nevada for the Dice Tower West Convention, and we're going to try to do a mystery component segment live here at Dice Tower. So without further ado, let's put on our thinking caps, and here is today's picture. Okay, and if you saw the picture, then time's up and time to take your thinking caps off, and the name of this week's game is New York Slice. So if you look down over here, New York Slice is a I cut, you choose game. So basically you're going to split this into sections equal to the number of players. And then you're also going to take one of these today's specials cards and put it on, and you're just gonna take turns picking, and you're trying to match sets, so you want the most 11s or the most 5s, and after 6 rounds, whoever has the most of each type gets points accordingly, and whoever has the most points wins. So that is New York Slice, and one of the cool things about this game is that the box actually looks like a pizza box, and all the stuff on the inside looks like a menu for the rules, and a check for the scoring pad. But yeah, that's New York Slice, and I just wanted to say really fast shout out to Neil, who found me at the convention and said hi and said he likes watching my savings. So I'll try to keep doing this consistently for everybody who watches it. Until next time, I'll see you later. So bye.
Alrighty, thanks for watching another Board Game Breakfast. Thank you, Jeremy, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man.
We will be back today at 1 o'clock for our top 10 adventure game. Doo-doo-doo-doo. And I don't know what that was.
It was a cute little adventure.
I just made a noise right after you made a noise. Just to
These things really like go together.
No, it's fine. I get it. Adventuring, you know. Yeah, I had a hard time making this list. I'm excited to talk about it.
Oh, I did not because I'm a solo player, so there's a lot of games that I can talk about. So if you're a solo gamer, you are going to be in heaven because I'm going to talk about games that we love.
I want to talk to all those people who said the Dice Tower doesn't do enough solo stuff. Shut it!
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, we'll see y'all next time. Until then, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia.
Take care, party people. You have a wonderful day. Jeremy.